What the Doha Book Fair brings to us is the visitors, and we get the chance to know about our audience more, get to know what do they like to read, what kind of activities they'd like to associate and engage with.
We have a big number of French community. For those who don't know the French culture, they can also come to the Institute to discover the language also.
Hello and welcome to Qatar 365 with me, Laila Humaira. On this episode, we're here at the Doha International Book Fair, where every year thousands of visitors come to seek knowledge, share their love for books, and dive into the beauty of the written word. But first, I'm exploring how technology and artificial intelligence is becoming a real page-turner for libraries. The Qatar National Library is a veteran participant of the Doha International Book Fair. This year, the pavilion has returned with a few new spins that reimagine a future-ready library. From a virtual librarian to augmented reality, Qatar National Library is embracing technology. By tapping on artificial intelligence, QNL is giving visitors a peek into its library of the future, where AI can give you book recommendations and even help you write your own novel.
We also have the 360 virtual tour, which gives the visitors the opportunity to wander inside QNL and check out all of our facilities and services inside the building itself. In addition to that, we have also the AI book recommendation tool, which gives the visitors the opportunity to explore book recommendations recommended by the AI itself.
Walking around the pavilion, the theme comes to life, where it's not just about books, but also encouraging people to get their creative juices flowing, like the short story dispenser.
It was done under an initiative called Right to Inspire, and we have opened this initiative to everyone in Qatar to submit their short stories, and we have supported many writers who are at the beginning of their journey to either publish their stories in Arabic and English.
QNL's long-running participation at the Doha Book Fair is one the library hopes to be a lasting relationship that can also bring new connections in the community.
What makes QNL special is that it's a public library, a national library, and a research library. What the Doha Book Fair brings to us is the visitors, and we get the chance to know about our audience more, get to know what do they like to read, what kind of activities they'd like to associate and engage with.
Another long-running national reading campaign is Qatar Reads, aimed at encouraging parents to instill the love for books in their children.
Every year at the Doha International Book Fair at the Qatar Reads Pavilion, we always try to encourage parents to subscribe their children in our family reading program, which is targeted at kids ages 3 to 13, where we deliver specifically curated reading packages to their homes according to their age group and their language preference.
A big emphasis in the campaign is nurturing bilingualism amongst the local population. To do that, Qatar Reads launched an initiative focused on Arabic literary classics.
In order for us to preserve the Qatari culture and focus on the importance of getting to know Arabic literature titles, we do this a lot through the One Book One Doha campaign. And whether it's in Arabic or English, it's important for us to highlight that these titles actually originated from the Arabic language. For example, our title in 2023 was Hay bin Yaqdan. Some people would know it as Tarzan or Mowgli, but they don't know that it's an original text that was written 100 years ago, and it originates from the character of Hay bin Yaqdan. So it's these tiny little facts that we want to plant as seeds into the minds of our children.
In just 6 years, Qatar Reads has managed to gain quite a following, both in Qatar and abroad, through partnerships with other organizations like Qatar Museums. And the hope is that it will continue to spread knowledge that transcends borders.
It makes my heart so happy to see our growth happening every year. And what's even better is that our impact is not only in Qatar, but it's also happening internationally with our partnerships with Years of Culture. We've seen our books go to Indonesia, go to the United States, go to Morocco, and this year going to Argentina.
From exploring creativity through stories to shaping future-empowered leaders, Qatar is also committed to making education accessible to all children, no matter where they are. To date, the Qatar Fund for Development has supported more than 1,000 students globally through the Qatar Scholarships Program. I caught up with Mariam Mubarak Al-Darwish, the Developments Project engineer, who explains the importance of investing in young talent. Can you tell us more about the Qatar Scholarships Program and what it aims to achieve?
The Qatar Scholarship Program, led by Qatar Fund for Development, offers fully funded higher education opportunity to talented students from underserved and conflict-affected communities. Its goal is to give those students access to quality education, help them build the skills they needed to succeed, and empower them to contribute meaningfully to the community. The program supports both academic excellence and personal growth, equipping students to make a lasting impact at home and beyond.
There was a recent batch of graduates from that scholarship program, more than 100 young, talented individuals. What are some impressive profiles or achievements from that batch of graduates?
One story that stands out is about the students who got the chance to meet former US President Barack Obama after joining a leadership program. For these students who comes from a background shaped by hardship and conflict, it was more than just a proud moment. It was a powerful reminder of how far determination and access to education can take someone. What's made it special wasn't just the recognition itself, but the journey that led there. Moments like this truly shows what Qatar's scholarships program is all about, opening doors and helping young people believe in what's possible.
One of the biggest challenges in the world at the moment is ensuring children in conflict zones still get access to learning. How is QFFD helping in this aspect, and also to advocate for more organizations in the world to protect these children who are in the middle of conflict and war?
This is really at the core of what we do at QFFD. In places affected by war and displacement, we support mobile school, remote learning tools, and the spaces where children can continue their education, even in the most difficult conditions. We believe schools should be a safe place for learning, not places of danger. No child should have to risk their life just to get an education. That's the message we want to share through our partnership, our platform, and everything we do globally. Education must be protected always.
The annual celebration of literature at the Doha International Book Fair brings global perspectives to Qatar. It features more than 500 publishing houses along with many international bookstores. Adel Halim met with some of those exhibitors, visiting Qatar from both near and far.
Reflecting the fair's growing international appeal, the Doha International Book Fair has become an annual tradition for the French Institute in Qatar.
We have a big number of French community, so we want to make sure that they can find some resources, and for those who don't know the French culture, they can also come to the Institute to discover the language also. We just want to keep this relation with the French language and culture, and to meet other cultures maybe also.
This year, the Palestinian Pavilion is the guest of honor, introducing 11 Palestinian publishers to the Qatari audience.
أدباء ورموز من فلسطين، تاريخ أو أرشيف لوثائق من السينما. كان في سينما وصناعة سينما، كان في فرق موسيقية متكاملة بال1930 عم بتجول وعم تعمل جولات في أرجاء فلسطين.
Visitors could learn more about the country's culture and history with displays of traditional clothing, a timeline of historical events, and cultural symbols.
مشهور التطريز الفلسطيني وكيف كل بلدة بتتميز بنقشة أو دقة معينة ولون مميز لها. تم توظيف نقشة الكوفية والتطريز الفلسطيني النسائي على أطراف الجناح، وكيف الإضاءة بتفوت من خلال السقف وبتترك هذا الأثر على مرافق الجناح كدليل قاطع على أنه هذه الهوية باقية كسطوع هذه الشمس.
Something new this year is the Al Halbouni Market that features 15 libraries from the famous Al Halbouni Street in Syria, known for its extensive collection of rare and historical books. For many of the vendors here, these libraries represent some of the most important and prestigious institutions in the Arab world. Unique manuscripts, classic literature, and historical works that could be found in one of Damascus's oldest markets are on display in Doha. Jamal Mohammed Nassif opened his bookstore in Syria more than a half-century ago.
بدأنا من السبعينات إلى الآن ونعمل في الكتب التراثية والمجلات والدوريات والمكتبات وفهارس مخطوطات، يعني نشتغل بكتب الفنية، لوحات خط، لوحات زخرفات. ونحن شاركنا في هذا المعرض الكبير لدولة قطر الشقيقة، ونحن سعيدون لأول مرة نأتي.
Nassif is hopeful that despite a lengthy civil war, there are better days on the horizon for his homeland.
الذي حصل عندنا في سوريا من 14 عام، هذه الحرب المدمرة الشنيعة، خرجنا إلى مصر، فتحنا مركز وفي لبنان، ونحن متابعين في سوريا. كان طبعا قائمين برسالتنا، لم نتوقف، وإن شاء الله الآن الاستمرار يعني سيكون أفضل بعد التحرير وبعد الدولة الحديثة إن شاء الله.
Back at the France Pavilion, children's author and illustrator Elza Mozovic hosted French book readings and pop-up workshops.
J'ai eu l'idée de faire ce livre quand ma fille elle était petite et que je lui lisais des histoires quand elle était bébé. Voilà. J'ai voulu créer un livre en forme de triangle parce que je trouvais que ça serait intéressant de voir comment un autre pliage se déroule. Et ça marche assez bien quand on le lit parce qu'en général, ils se mettent tous à crier le nom des animaux et ça devient très joyeux. Et c'est ce que je cherche en faisant des livres avec les enfants, c'est de créer des moments de joie et de partage ludique avec eux.
From exploring what a library of the future could look like to seeing how cultural exchanges can be a powerful tool for education, we hope you've enjoyed this episode, but that's all the time we have for now. For more, check out euronews.com and connect with us through our hashtag. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Qatar 365.